Alright, welcome back to another video. My name is JP, I'm a part-time eBay reseller, and today we're going to head to the car boot. In fact, we're going to head to two car boots, I think. Well, let's see what we can find. Let's go!
It's when they get older, they get a bit more. What my older ones now, I'm going to about 2 or 3 weeks. It just takes a while.
Back in at night.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. Have you got the Rebo? Yeah.
Alright, we're back from the car boot, and this is everything that I have found today. So let's go through it. We're going to start probably at the back over here with this Pokemon playset. I've got one of these listed, so I was kind of umming and ahhing about this one because it's not sold. I think I'm asking for about 12 to 15 or something like that. But the guy said it was only 50p. I just wanted 50p for it, and I checked inside. Looks all good, all complete. So hopefully a tenner for that, and I'll probably reduce the other one. Or what I might do is try and get some figures and change tactics a little bit. Try and bundle it in with some figures, and that should be a bit of a quicker sale. We've got this Monster Jam Monster Truck playset. I can't find any solds for this. It's like a zombie themed playset. Not sure if it's all there. I think it is secondhand. I thought it looked pretty new, pretty new, but it's got a bit of tape on there that doesn't look like legit tape, but it's got the monster truck in there. That should be worth it on its own to get my money back at least, because I just paid £1 for that, so that was an absolute bargain. Then we've got, I think as well, that should probably sell. It should probably sell for at least £20, I would say. And then we've got the Despicable Me minion figure, and he's working. So really good. Sold this guy before. He's got a little bit of dirt on him, but it should clean off. He was just £1. Sells for about £10. Got a Monster High doll over here. This is Gigi Grant. I did just look this one up. Should sell for about £10 to £15. Got a few bits of clothing, but no accessories. And her hair looks like it's been like hairsprayed or something, unfortunately, but still pretty good. They had some others, but they weren't in good condition, really. Looking, actually, she's got some on her face. Oh well. But yeah, the others were like missing hands and stuff. But yeah, that was £3, so should make a nice bit of profit out of them. Then we found some Schleich and Papo animals. It's 4 Schleich, the giraffe, camel, zebra, and panda. And then there's a Papo figure as well, Papo giraffe. And they were just in a massive bundle with this stuff. And I paid about £4 for the lot, I think. So it works out about 50p each. A little bit less than 50p each, I think. So that's not bad at all, really, for all those. Probably worth about 5 each, I would say, at least. But I'll probably bundle them up to get that money back a bit quicker. Sometimes these can, be worth a bit more, but they've got to be like particularly rare or something, These just look like standard sort of animals, so probably not a lot of money in them. And then we've got The PJ Masks figures over here, like I said, they were in that bundle, so about 50p each for these. And yeah, pretty good condition. Got the little figure in there on these two, and then got the other cars in the back there. But I'm probably just going to try and sort of bundle that up. I've got some already that I've been just being lazy about bundling and listing, so hopefully finally I've got a bit more. We can bundle all that PJ Masks and make a nice big bundle. And then looking down here, we've got a few figures. These were like 20p each, and I think they're all Burger King. The guy just had loads of like McDonald's and Burger King figures. I've got a mask figure that I've had for ages, and this is obviously the Masks dog. Can't remember his name, but yeah, that's just gonna go to my collection. Then we've got a couple Crash Bandicoots, just for they look cool. I was trying to bundle them up, try and get like 6 figures for £1, but I ended up actually bundling them up with all these Simpsons figures. But I've also got this Nido Queen Pokemon. That's another Burger King toy. It comes free with a Burger King meal. All from like early 2000s, I would imagine. Can't actually see on that one. Oh, it's a Nestle actually, but yeah, all early 2000s. And then obviously got all the Simpsons figures. So yeah, this guy had loads of like Burger King, McDonald's toys, and I know they're not worth loads, but Simpsons figures can be quite collectible, and they are quite old. They're as early as 1992, some of these figures. This one's 98, and then, you know, as late as like 2002, something like that. I think these are like early 2000s. Yeah, 2002. For Grandpa there, these are like from a soccer edition, and we've got some new in the bag there as well. We've got Willie new in the bag. We've got Bart and Elisa in the bag with the ball, and we've got Homer on this donut. That's a different one, but that's new in the bag. And then we've got a couple more of them. Just loads of figures. It's just going to make a nice bundle for anyone who collects like Simpsons stuff. This is the 1992 one. This is the oldest one, but look how dirty he is. He's been rolling around in the mud, Homer there. And then we got this Bart one that I might have to keep for the collection. He's just pretty cool, isn't he? Looks proper old school Simpsons. That face. You know what I mean? Alright, what else have we got? We've got one more thing on here. Other than the clothing. We've got this Casio Class Wiz FX991 CNX. So this was only 50p, and there's obviously a bit of Japanese going on in here. So I don't know if it's like some Japanese edition, some Japanese language calculator. It's all Japanese on the back there. Don't know if that's gonna hamper the price. I would probably say it would. It also could possibly be fake. Not sure. I just took the risk because it's only 50p. It does feel a bit cheaper, but there is a way to check. Can't remember exactly how to do it, so I'm going to Google that. There's a combination of buttons that you press that somebody told me on one of my eBay listings. They messaged me and said, this is how you check. Can you check if this calculator is real or fake? Turned out it was real. This one, I'll check, see if it is. And that's all of that. So there's just a bit of clothing, and this was the mistake purchase of the day. Looks really good. Looked in really good condition as well. Timberland down jacket. Should be really expensive. Obviously not the time of year to be buying this, but I couldn't really turn it down because it just looks so nice. But I've got it home, and there's a hole there. It's not massive, but it's a hole. There's nothing you can do about that. And there's another little one there as well. That wouldn't be so bad because of where it is. It's on the arm. But that's just right there, right in your face. So yeah, mistake purchase. I paid £10 for that jacket, and I don't know what to do with it now. I'm gonna obviously list it, but it's gonna be like at the most 20 quid rather than like 40-50 quid. So could still make me some money. I doubt it'll sell with the hole in it very quickly, at least. Then we got this Levi's t-shirt, £2.50 for this. Just nice little weird logo on it. It's like the Levi's red logo on the back of the jeans, but on the side of the t-shirt. And then we've got an All Saints shirt. So not loads of clothing. There's just one guy that's used it. a few of the car boots. It's usually got some good stuff, and it's usually cheap as well. These were just £2.50 each, so £15 I paid for all the clothing. And that should sell for at least a tenner, that Levi's shirt, and then this one should sell for about 15 quid, and that's it. That's everything. So yeah, I need to stop buying clothes at the car boot, because everything is, there's always something that's wrong with a few of the things that I buy, but it is what it is. Did all right with the other stuff. I think there's some good profit in there. It's not crazy, but there's a few good things they'll sell, and a few things for the collection as well, which is always nice. All right, let's look what I sold over the weekend, and it has been pretty crazy. It's kind of started slow, and it's just been ramping up. 20 items sold, mostly clothing, but there's a few other good little sales in there. Start out with this Asics vest, pretty basic, not a massive seller, but I think I bought this for like 2 quid, and I've sold that for £7, so not a lot of profit in that one, but does get a lot better. So these Polo Ralph Lauren trousers, and these are a big size, they're a 50 waist. So if you see things like that were a good brand, they're gonna sell really quick. I listed these like a couple days ago. I knew they would sell really fast. Took an offer on them, £22. I think I paid about £6 for them. We've got a FootJoy polo shirt. This is really nice. Golf polo shirt, paid £4 for that, and it's sold on offer for £16. A Ralph Lauren polo shirt. Not that nice. It's a bit of an odd sort of colour. It's like a turquoisey sort of blue. That only sold for £9. Took an offer on that, because I know this kind of thing does hang about. Even though it's a really good brand, it can hang about for a while, because there's loads of it out there. Can't remember how much I paid for that one. Probably £3-4. So just sort of doubling my money on that one. But this was a bit of a better sale. This is a Ted Baker polo shirt. Obviously new with tags as well. And that sold for £25 on offer. Paid £10 for that one. More Ted Baker. These are Ted Baker trousers. Picked up these the other day. They were £5 and they've sold for £17. They're like a different material, something called lyocell. If you see, if you like notice different materials being used, it might make that price go up a little bit, just because obviously sometimes different materials are more expensive, or just like nicer in general are gonna sell. Sold these Billabong shorts, probably paid about £4 for these. These sold for £12. Just talking about Billabong and Quicksilver the other day. Tend to pick up those two brands shorts. Like, they seem to sell pretty good. Picked up these the other day for £3. Musto shorts. Someone commented on one of my videos as well. Look out for Musto, good brand. And I do look out for Musto. I just don't find it that often, but yeah, it will sell really good, so look out for it. They were £3.50 and they've sold for £12. Sold a Levi's t-shirt. This is a big size as well. This is a 3XL, so you know that's going to sell pretty good. That sold for £11.50. But these crack hoppers, I put these up real cheap. I'll show you why. Don't know if you can see it really, you probably can. They're just really faded here. Colours just really faded off. So I put those up real cheap. I put them up for like £12.99, I think. Someone sent me an offer at £10 and I thought, you know what, I'll take that. Probably paid about £3-4 for them, so still making a nice little bit of profit, but just mainly just getting that quick sale, because you don't want things like that to hang about. Sold some fat face denim shorts. Slowly changing my mind about fat face again. I used to pick it up a lot and then found it's not really selling, and now I've sold a couple of things. I've sold these shorts and I've sold a linen shirt, short sleeve shirt. So, and they sold all right. Like, these sold for £10 and the shirt sold for like £11.50. So it's not loads of money, but if you can find it cheap enough, still worth picking up. Maybe just if it's like specific things, like, you know, obviously with it being hot, nice weather, shorts are going to sell, linen shirts are going to sell. Maybe anything else isn't going to sell as good. Really good sale here though. This is a Reese buttonless collared polo shirt. That sold for £20. I think I paid £5 or £6 for that one. Really nice. Reese, really good brand to look out for. It's going to sell really well. And I sold these again, more crag hoppers. These sold for £12. I had these returned to me, unfortunately. I think they sold for £12 before, and then they returned them, and then they've sold pretty quick again. So just happy to get them out, make that money back that I've lost from the return. Hopefully they don't come back again. All right, let's move on to some more interesting stuff. Picked this up at the car boot. Super Warrior figure. Now the lady told me some sort of bootleg. Couldn't really find what it is. To me, it looks like a He-Man bootleg. Definitely looks like He-Man, doesn't he? But that has sold for £12.50. So really good little sale because I paid £2 for that. Sold a Tabitha King book. I've had this listed a while and there's been interest on it, but maybe I was just asking too much. I think I started at like 25 quid, which was probably pretty silly, but it was hard to price because there's not really much out there. And I think someone else had listed it for sort of 20, 25. So I just sort of copied them. But it's sold in the end for £11.50, which is still really good because that's all profit, as I got that for free. Sold a PSP game, The Godfather. This sold for £8 and I picked that up for £2, I think. Maybe even £2.50. So not loads of money in that. Another Stephen King book. I say another Stephen King. That's Tabitha King. That's his wife. The Pearl book. So, but a Stephen King book. Dark Tower, The Gunslinger, Volume 1. This sold just for £3. Just, yeah. I'm basically, if anyone wants a Stephen King book, I've probably got it on my eBay store. So go and have a look and give me an offer. I will just let them go as cheap as possible because I've got loads and they all need to go. Sold Turbo Man. This is a Funko figure. I did do a bit more research into this. He's not from the 90s, he's from 2020. It does, if you take off his backpack here, it does tell you underneath, it's got like the markings on it. So he's from 2020, I think, and yeah, Turbo Man. Pretty cool figure. Almost wanted to keep him, but I just can't keep everything, you know. So he is sold for £17 and he only cost me £2. And the last sale, another bit of a weird one, but that's what eBay's for, really. Weird things, finding weird things like this that you can't find anywhere else. So sometimes, if you can't find solds for things, it's a good thing. It's probably going to sell pretty quick. Not always a good thing. It's got to still have something about it, you know. But obviously this does. It's a Pokemon curtain set. And I picked this up at the car boot for £2 and that was sold for $17.99. So really good profit there. Yeah, couldn't find any solds for that. So it's one of those things. Don't always look up everything and doubt that it's going to sell. Like sometimes you just got to go with instinct. I rarely do it at the car boot. I rarely look up things like there on my phone. I just don't enjoy it doing like that. I'd rather just do it from my knowledge and learn that way, because the more I learn from experience, the more I'm going to know and more I'm going to be able to make those better informed decisions on what to buy. I missed one thing. I knew I'd missed this thing because I left it over there. Sold this vintage shooting stick. I think I showed this in one of my videos. But yeah, it's a vintage shooting stick. So you folds out like that and then you sit on it and shoot your clay pigeons or your pheasants or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, it's made by Howl, London. It's got leather on it. It's definitely pretty old. No idea how old. Someone will probably try and tell me if they really care. But yeah, that sold for £20. Picked it up for £6. Don't know how I'm going to package this though. I'm just going to have to wrap it up in bubble wrap, I think, and see how that goes. But yeah, gonna leave it at that. If you've enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.